Imagine a retailer marks up the price of a product by exactly 20%. A few days later, they put that exact same item on sale for 20% off. Basic logic suggests the final price lands right back at the original starting amount. We added 20, we subtracted 20, we break even. But that assumption is completely incorrect. The final sale price actually dips below the original starting amount, and the merchant loses money. Human intuition stumbles here because we tend to treat percentages like static numbers. We assume a 20 is always a 20. But percentages are actually shapeshifters. Their physical size depends entirely on the number they are attached to. To determine the actual value of a percentage, you have to locate its hidden 100% anchor. In commercial mathematics, we call this the baseline. Whether pricing goods for business, hunting for retail discounts, or calculating a loan's cost, you don't need to memorize a textbook of formulas. You only need to master one rule: finding the mathematical baseline. Let's look at the first arena of financial math, the supply chain, where a merchant buys and sells goods to make a living. Every transaction here relies on two metrics: the cost price, which is what the merchant pays to manufacture or acquire an item, and the selling price, which is what the customer eventually hands over at the register. This textbook excerpt lays out the strict rule of trade math. Look at this highlighted line. Profit and loss percentages are always calculated on the cost price. Let's test this. If a merchant buys a bundle of raw silk for 5,000 rupees and sells it for 6,000, they generate an absolute profit of 1,000 rupees. That 5,000 rupee initial investment drops in as our fixed 100% anchor. Because the cost price is the anchor, we weigh the 1,000 rupee profit directly against it. 1,000 divided by that 5,000 base gives us exactly a 20% profit margin. For the business owner, the initial cost is the absolute bedrock. Everything else, every margin, every markup, is just a variable shifting above it. But the moment that silk hits the retail floor and the store wants to clear out seasonal inventory, that bedrock shifts. From the consumer's perspective, the story starts with the marked price. This is the original number printed directly on the physical tag. Just as trade margins lock onto the cost, retail mathematics follows its own rule. As this text shows, a discount percentage is exclusively anchored to the marked price, not the final cash exchanged. Consider a smart television carrying a marked price tag of 40,000 rupees. The store sells it to you for 32,000, creating an 8,000 rupee reduction. We take that 8,000 rupee missing piece and compare it directly to the new anchor, the 40,000 rupee tag. 8,000 out of 40,000 resolves to a flat 20% discount. The printed tag constructs a temporary reality. It establishes a high baseline specifically so the final, reduced price feels like a victory for the buyer. Moving away from physical inventory, we enter the realm of banking, where money itself carries a rental fee. Here we find our final baseline, the principal. This is the raw sum of money borrowed or deposited before a single day passes. This document outlines the formula for simple interest. The fee is calculated by applying a rate over a specific period of time, but it is executed strictly uniformly against that original principal amount. Say you take out a small business loan under the PM Mudra Yojana. You borrow 50,000 rupees at an 8% annual rate for a 3-year term. That initial 50,000 rupees is locked in place. Applying that 8% rate against the 50,000 rupee baseline generates 4,000 rupees in interest every year. Over 3 years, that builds up to 12,000 rupees, pushing the total repayment amount to 62,000 rupees. No matter how high the repayment stack grows over time, the weight of that debt is dictated entirely by where the original principal was set. Now, let's look at all three of these financial mechanics working at the same time. This visualizer tracks trade margins, retail discounts, and simple loans. The final selling prices and total repayments constantly fluctuate, but the baselines, the cost price, the marked price, and the principal, remain perfectly static. Which brings us right back to the retail paradox we started with. an item marked up by 20% and then discounted by 20%. Watch the baselines. The initial 20% markup is anchored to the cost price. Because the baseline is relatively small, the absolute size of that 20% block is also small. But the second that new tag is printed, the baseline shifts. The 20% discount is calculated against this new, taller marked price. 20% of a large number is a heavier physical deduction than 20% of a small number, dragging the final price below the starting point. Understanding percentages provides a tangible defense in everyday financial decisions. By knowing exactly where the mathematical baseline sits, you can accurately calculate margins, spot retail pricing strategies, evaluate the true cost of borrowing,